Alright everyone, we're back with another episode of This Is the Police. Where we last left off, Austin died. Probably still sucks at being a cop, but she's getting better. She's like really tired all the time. We'll probably get her a day off at some point. We need to fire all of our black cops, which is that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard because half of them, they're not doing anything wrong, so it's not really illegal. Or it is illegal for us to fire them, but you know, Austin died. I said that, but you know, it's so sad. She didn't deserve to die. She was like 16. Let's just end the day. See if we got some story going on. Not just papers. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Jesus Christ. Officer Blaine explained, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Mayor Rogers, the city has no problems with racism. Does that mean you're okay with racism? Or you don't think the city has racism? I think it's the first one, and that makes you a douche. I hate this guy. Can we, like...
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
What did you keep in the barn? Oh, that was good. It's not bad. Oh, it's your pills.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn.
Oh, Kendrick.
In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn.
Are they part of the mob?
I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn. Especially guests with their own personal bodyguards.
Pretty sure they're not the mob.
But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
Definitely from the mob. What the heck, Kendrick?
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah, called it.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Shit. Sounds like you're in a pickle.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now?
Yeah, like, what do you want us to do about
Maybe
that?
you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
Oh, shit.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place.
That's a good point.
Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Oh no. This is some story shaping shit. Oh, God. Are they gonna kill him if we refuse? But I don't want to work with the mafia. That makes me a corrupt police officer. But he's our friend. But I don't want to be corrupt. But friend. Corrupt. He's got family. But so do I. But my wife left me. But your sons agree with you. But he's gonna get his entire life is gonna be murdered. But then we're gonna be working for the mob. Then fuck it, we're helping him.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
At least
Jack.
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank.
Yeah, Frank. I'm with you, Jack. It's your fault. We gotta help the damn mob. I don't want to help the mob.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in.
Damn it, Frank.
I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once. Sometimes with a little pride, even.
That's about to get ruined.
In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals.
Now we are one.
Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
No. Dang Kendrick. I'd be help Kendrick. That was a bad idea. I can't believe I did that. Lovis didn't come into work today. What the heck, Lovis? We hired you and everything. Wolf didn't come. I swear to God. They say it's going to rain today and I have a very weak immune system. I'm afraid. No! Screw you! This guy. You're working overtime because you're supposed to be on the other shift. Go to map. Got another day, another $500,000 to get. No matter your personal relation with the city administration, your police station is at their mercy in order to maintain reasonable working conditions. You have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Oh. Oh, fair. City Hall. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. Rules in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some requests. It's only in this really need. Oh, we're gonna need a raise, definitely. Yeah, probably another officer. Maybe a detective. Let's go through the whole shebang. Let's see what happens if we go for the whole shebang. It's probably a bad idea, you know. Salary. Oh, nice. What's this? I'm working on it. Disorderly conduct. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Robbins. Sounds like a job for only you and you only. Can I fire any of these guys? Robbins? How about you? Nope. Cool. Oh, I can't move you to ship because you're supposed to be on the other ship. Just kidding. Motor. No. Mitchell. Alright, you just need to... Oh, I shouldn't make these guys work overtime. Because then I can fire them. You think I'll have tomorrow to get them fired too, or is that like... I'm just gonna fire them legally. Oh god, this is bad. He was such a good cop too. Gosh dang it. You know, to place him with this crappy cop. Who's next? Kenneth Wise? I hate you. Probably not. Actually, you're just as good as Armstrong, so never mind. Robbins, hopefully you can, fail. What we got here? Robbery. A witness looked out on her from the window while an armed man with a stocking on his head nearby liquor store. A stocking on his head, like a sock. You take Vandal. No. You take Smoddy. And Birch Jr. with the SWAT. I'm trying to get Birch Jr. better than his dad, so you know, whenever they have like the family gathering for Thanksgiving stuff, you can always have like a nice sporty coat, be like, hey, guys, guess who's better than my dad at his own job? This guy, you know, that kind of feel? And then dad gets mad, he gets drunk, and throws a bottle out at the son. They get into a fist fight. Dad accidentally kills son, and you know, maybe we should just fire him. No, because now it'll probably lead to the same deal. Crap. Hot Dog Vander reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk, swearing in Spanish and each other microphones it. Swearing in Spanish. Okay. Vandal, you go with Birch. And maybe, no. You go with Birch. Oh, we got disorderly conduct. Gosh dang it, Robbins. Keep it up like this, I'm gonna have to fire you. I'm sorry, it's just the way it works. I'm sorry, I don't want to. It's just, you know, you're not doing your job. I'm so sorry, they're making me do it. The shop has two exits, from which a few people have already fled. Enter towards the main entrance, try patrol right through the front window, sneak up to the back door. Oh dang, the stuck-up man noticed the police presence and took his cashier hostage. He's holding his gun. He lodged his head shouting back on my police his goddamn face on, and all cashiers yelled in English. Why have Julie to make this more complicated? Jesus. You in the mask, set your face and drop the weapon. I'm gonna go fight a duel. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please, I just need the money out. Just take a little bit and go, no one has to get hurt. Cashier begins to cry. Shoot the robber. There's two ways out of the shop and cuffs are in a body bag. I'll let you leave up, right? No, we can't let him leave. I have a job to do. Nice work, Birch Jr. He probably called all the shots. After all that work with Stovall before he got fired, they probably had one last drink together. Stovall passed on all of his knowledge. Probably gave him like his diary or some shit. Birch Jr.'s the new man. He's ready to take up the mantle, become the new Stovall. Oh, we got it. Jack, this year, the organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules for the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. You send two of your finest marksmen who really love to do well in the competition. Give me a minute. We got this whole, like, you know, robbery situation here. We got Beasley. I'm gonna have to fire Moser. Sorry, Moser, not on. Chinese necklace was stolen from Foundling while she was on her way to the pawn shop. Yeah, I feel like we probably put someone on later. From City Hall, it's hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches for Brick. The press was in an uproar. Police sent someone to keep an eye on things. That's why you hire freaking lifeguards, not my cops. Jesus. Give me another mission I can send Robbins on with a leading total failure. Here we go. Destruction of property. At a gallery exhibition titled Psychos Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Robbins, get on that. You're probably gonna die. Just saying. I'm sorry. What? That's probably Birch's fault. Too old. He's got like rigor mortis and stuff. Probably got ran right past him. Couldn't reach out to grab him because he's too old for shit. God damn it. Piece of shit, Birch. You're the reason why this police force sucks. Oh, what we got here? Mrs. Lee. I'll read that in a second. I want to know. I'm waiting for someone to get back. No, what if we did the father-son duo with this shooting competition, you know? It'll make a good bonding exercise for them. Maybe they'll get better. See, like, they're just as good cops as to each other now. Maybe it'll be like a good bonding exercise for them. So father-son trip. They probably haven't done it in like years because they're that type of family that hardly ever talks to each other. They wake up in the morning, drink their coffee, read the newspaper in front of each other. They don't say a word. Come in the same car. Don't have the radio on. Don't say anything. They only say passing remarks in the office about work and stuff. They don't talk. They're not people that talk. So this will be good for them. It'll be a good thing for them. Robbins. I can't believe. I'm sorry, Robbins, but I'm just. Robbins, I'm sorry. Where are you, Robbins? Oh, you're all the way through. You failed 3 things in. Oh, there's only 2 in a row. Shit. Never mind, Robbins. You got 1 more shot, Robbins. You fail. You fail. It's not. I don't want to do it. Keep in mind, it's just how it's happening. Oh crap! I forgot about the investigation. Right. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been involved with. Should I really read all this? Yeah. Antique necklace has been my main generator for centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything. Not even cry out. Mr. Fisherman. The officer was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him. You can see, have time to see if it was a man or a woman. This is Illyrian. We couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket like those other bikers who hang around the street corners. Mr. Phillips. It was definitely not a local biker. They're all and have gears for this kind of occasion. Probably Japanese or Chinese. That's racist. I didn't see a weapon in his hand. Just saw him grab the bag and run off. Well, okay. So he zooms up like this while she's walking, reaches out, and grabs the bag, zooms away. Nice work, Beasley. It was all me, but you know. Okay. What we got here? We'll send Kingston, and it's just a simple robbery. We probably don't need someone like Robbins on it. And they'd probably succeed. Oh, here we go. Robbins, get on that. A car went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing scenes on the wall. I chased the brat up in a tree. Take it from here. He's in a tree? Dear Lord. Robbins, please fail. If you don't fail, then I can't fire you legally. If I can't fire you legally, that's okay. We did it, Boyd. We won. The Ernest really know a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or two. You can buy us out something to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking the day off. We deserve it. You know what? You two do deserve it. After all that animosity where you just don't talk as a family, you deserve this. You need to come closer together. Look at that. Your professionalism went up, skyrocketed right there. That you guys, it was from that family vacation trip right there that you two were doing together. No, I highly doubt they should be Russian. It was just the fact that they came together as a family and managed to do some good things. Nice work. We were able to arrest all suspects. Good job, Beasley. You're a fine, dandy cop. Robbins, please fail. Please don't make that way. Yes! I'm sorry, Robbins, but you know, we're gonna have to fire you for that. Looks like tomorrow's going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's too much going on. Dang. Robbins, Can I not fire you? Robbins, please, let me. Just let me fire you. Let me fire you, Robbins. We work tomorrow. What the heck? I just barely couldn't. He was like running out the door. I was like, Robbins, can you come here for a minute? He's like, nah, sorry, off the clock. And then he was like, yeah, not gonna be able to fire him. Crap! This is horse malarkey. Clothing players name. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman, goer, sent him into the hospital. According to Dr. Warbury, Thomas Blaine has uniform schizophrenia. Was he one of my men? Mayor Rogers, not afraid of the competition. Who's the competition? Please don't let me I get at least to the end of today to, you know, fire all of them.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
Who?
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn.
It's probably the mafia.
Okay, let's see about this.
Of course. Sting mob.
Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. but I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse.
You right? The heck is this?
Boyd.
Good morning, Jack.
Oh, it's
I believe you just
Godfather.
received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Hey, we can start up my ass today. No one even hung up. Oh, my God.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a Mafia whore.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's going to happen to 8 and 10?
Exactly. My neighbor died, and his wife asked me to go help him with funeral arrangements. No, because you know what? It's time for you to get fired, so don't worry. My grandfather has epilepsy, and recently the seizures have gone worse. They happen more often than all in 2 years. The doctor says he needs a special new drug that I can only get out of town. I'm the only one who's really good who drives. I don't believe you, but go ahead. Can I fire these guys now? Crap. What we got for me today, Bryce? Well, I just want to see if I can at least they'll let me fire him. What the heck is this? One turned out to be a member of a gang as the Red Mask. You could help you take down the gang if you actually. Is it informant? Okay. Well, we're out of time for today. We'll get to it next time. We're also going to figure out if we're going to be able to fire Robbins and Moser. If not, City Hall's going to have our ass, so that's going to be bad. But anyways, if you liked, enjoyed, try to telepathically like them. If you don't, if you can't, do it anyways because you have to know I need it. Anyways, I'll catch you next time.